Okay, I think I'm live now. And we're live. All right. Now the real question is whether this is working or not. So let's find out. Okay, now it's working. All right. Live stream is working, up and running. It only took an extra 12 minutes for some reason. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I just couldn't get the live stream to work for some reason. I just did what I normally did and nothing happened. Hopefully everything seems to be going fine now. When I click this button, hopefully. Okay, that should do it. I think I just need to send some invites here. And we can finally get the show on the road. It's a little tedious, but since there is nobody in chat, not much to do. Okay, let's see for some reason. Really thought I had everything under control. I didn't. See, that's the one thing I don't like about Twitter is that you can't go back and re-edit your tweets in case you messed up on something. You have to completely delete it. At least with Facebook, I can everything that I posted about this live stream, I can at least go back and recorrect the link. I mean, at least on Facebook, it will tell people if you edited something. So I don't understand what the problem is with Twitter. But I've never really been a big Twitter guy anyway. Okay. Should do her. Now we just wait for the peoples. Hey, all right. Hey, speak of the devil, the Twitter, we just have a new follower on our Twitter page. Thank you very much, Elisa Anderson. You could follow us on Twitter at twitter.com. Wait, how did they do that? Do they just yell at the Twitter thing, or they go old school like me? Well, anyway, follow us on Twitter, P.S.I _OH. That way, I want to do Twitter. That way, it can keep more up to date with other videos and kind of shout things out a little bit quicker. I mean, our Facebook page is pretty good, but people just keep doing different stuff, I guess. You kind of wonder what the next big thing is going to be after Facebook dies and Twitter starts to be kind of old school social media type thing. I don't know. 8 minutes in and not one person. I guess I could just start talking. I don't have as much energy as I did in the last one. What do you know? I can find me some spooky news here to talk about. I know there were a couple of things in the news that we weren't able to start a podcast again in the last couple of weeks. Maybe soon. I've been saying that for over a year and a half. All right. This is like the most lively stream I've ever done. Oh, Lord. Not a lot of news in the paranormal community. How about that? Well, this is pretty awkward. Eh. Jeez, see, I would have had more time to get my shit together. The goddamn friggin' live stream wasn't being such a bitch. I had everything ready to go, and then just nothing happened. So I had to make another stream, and that just pushed everything back. Damn it. Oh, here's something interesting. I always love talking about Nessie. It seems that they're trying to find a new way to actually find the Loch Ness monster by using DNA, which that would be pretty neat. It says here, international team of scientists plan to dredge the Southland Scotland's. Damn it, live stream. International team of scientists plan to dredge Scotland's Loch Ness next month, and not looking for the monster, but trying to find DNA footprints of the creature. That's really not a bad idea. Surprised they haven't thought about that before. It says here they're not getting their hopes up, and that they really doubt the Loch Ness monster actually exists due to its. Oh, Ricky, god damn it! Hey, I'm in the middle of something. How do you know this? Do you have information about the Loch Ness monster? Well, it says here that what they're hoping to do is scour the loch for footprint DNA of what used to be the Loch Ness monster by finding DNA from fish and newly discovered bacteria to try and link it up, because they say the Loch Ness dates back to nearly 2,000 years when Scottish tribes carved the image of the monster into natural artwork, cave paintings, and all that stuff. They're hoping that somehow that DNA will be able to prove that maybe something once lived in the loch and not is there right now. Still would still be cool, even if there is, excuse me, even if there is no Loch Ness monster in the loch. But if it was there, if it was there 2,000 years ago or something, that would still be pretty neat. I mean, best thing we got to go on is just some guy's arm in the water. Live stream, folks. Can't make this shit up. I kind of like the start out of this article when they say they won't get their hopes up. which is probably the best thing to do when you're going into an investigation. Don't get your hopes up, because 90% of the time nothing ever frigging happens. Especially with the Loch Ness monster. I mean, that's something I've been following forever. And every time they try to prove something, nothing ever happens. And then about, what was it, last year, somebody found oh, excuse me, allergies acting up a little bit. What was it, a few years ago, they found remnants of the monster on the shore, and they reported about it. But it turns out it was just some kind of movie studio making a movie, like a really low budget movie about the Loch Ness monster, and they just left their prop out because they covered it in like old meat and stuff to make it look like it was dead, and everybody bought it. Oh, that kind of goes right back to Bigfoot. More a few years prior to that, some guy in, what was it, Georgia, Alabama, said that he had Bigfoot dead in a cooler. And when the guy got all the press about it, he opened it up, and it was just like a fucking shag carpet full of maggots, and it wasn't even Bigfoot. Oh, it's funny for what it is, but at the same time, this is why nobody believes in this shit, because people just fucking ruin it, and it's usually just to make a quick buck or something off of it, you know. But then you have guys like us out there looking for things, hoping there's something, and then when people find out about it, you know, we're the crazy ones because we're looking for it. No, I think the crazy ones are trying to make money off of it, but that's just me. Oh, actually, that's something not to get me wound up on. I'll start. I got a big thing against hoaxes. Okay, here's an interesting article. This was, when was this dated? Let me make sure this ain't an old article. Okay, May 20th. This was yesterday. Okay. It says here that somebody caught a ghost on camera, but MUFON is investigating it, which is pretty odd because MUFON is basically, you know, UFOs and other things like that. I don't know why they would be investigating a ghost. And I'll throw the link here in the chat. I mean, if anybody does watch this later on after the stream's over, they can see what it is. I'm going to say right now, the image that I'm looking at, that looks 100% fake. Okay, never mind. It says at the bottom of it, it says representational image. So they probably don't have a real picture. So they're just using something to kind of give an idea of what to expect. That's always nice. It says here an eerie video was submitted to the Mutual UFO Network, which shows a ghost-like flying entity. In the initial moments of the video, the alleged all right, they said the alleged evil spirit. Are you fucking serious? This is another thing that I get pissed off about. These fucking paranormal buzzwords. You'll see them a lot in the reality TV shows, especially that one with that weird lady. Oh, I forgot her name. She's a psychic. I think it's called Dead Time or something. Let me look that up real quick. She's partnered with a police officer. I was just thinking about this show last night too, because I kind of have props for the police officer, because he seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. But that lady, I don't know. Dead Files. Yeah, that's it. Dead Files. It's called Dead Files, but I don't have her name. Just look at Dead Files. Amy. That's it. Amy. Amy what? Amy Allen. That's it. And a lot of her, well, everything about her show is evil. Everything's evil in that thing. She'll go into somebody's house, look around, she'll see shadows, hear noises, you know, everything is evil. And she'll do her psychic sketches, which are amazing. Probably about 80% of the time. Like she draws some really fucking crazy shit, and I love it. But the other times they don't look as impressive. But everything she draws is, even sometimes when it's just the image of like a person that she says she can sense, every image is evil and going to kill you. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's people out there that believe, spirits can cause sickness and hurt people, but it's just like they go from 1 to 20 pretty quick about the intentional danger about everything. And then you have Ghost Adventures where, Zach, my man, he gets in there and he, everything's a demon, everything's attacking him. So like when especially something like this news article, not even in the first fucking paragraph or even first 2 sentences, they're already saying evil spirit. I mean, it just really gets me fucking going. How do you know it's evil? You caught a ghost on video. It must be evil. Maybe the ghost just wanted its 15 minutes of fame. We don't know. But anyway, the alleged evil spirit was seen resting in the ground and later shoots up into the sky almost in a mysterious manner. The video was later shared by conspiracy theory UFO YouTube. I'm sorry. The video was later shared by the conspiracy theory YouTube channel UFO Mania, where it has already racked up more than 69,000 views. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. 6,900 views. I'm sorry. As the video went viral, the spiritualists strongly started to claim that it's solid proof of soul existence. According to these people, the eerie object spotted in the video might be a ghost of which is yet to get to salvation. Okay, so it's an evil spirit that it's going to salvation. So if it's evil spirit, does that mean it's just going to hell? Oh, look, and we have a quote too. I like this. Evil spirits on the move. It's time to armor up in the name of Jesus. Plead the blood of Jesus over. Oh my God, I can't read the rest of that. I love. So, what's the name of this thing? The International Business Times. Looks like they're keeping that ball rolling, like with other news companies, and they're commenting YouTubers. Because that quote came from a YouTuber called Voltix D. Voltix D. A YouTuber. So they quoted a YouTuber. They went through the comments of that video and they saw that. They saw that quote. Evil spirits unmoved, time to armor up in the name of Jesus. And they're like, this Voltix D guy, he's on to something. We need to quote this. Oh my God, this is like it's like a snowball rolling into a disaster. I need to check these people out. Okay, so first off, we have UFO Mania. Let's look at this stuff here. UFO Mania. Okay, he has pretty good subscriber count. 290,000. That's nice. He has at least over 1,300 videos. That's pretty decent. Okay, let's see if I can see. I'm not really going to show any of this stuff in the video on my chat because I'm not. I read a long policy about not showing shit, so I'm not going to chance it. But I will share links though. Well, I'm on his page. I see postings from at least a year ago and 4 hours ago, 18 hours ago, a day ago. All right, where is it? There it is. Oh, what happened? I clicked something. I don't know what I just did. I think something is trying to stop me from finding the truth. Okay, there's the video. Oh wow, okay. It went from 6,900 and now it's at 11,000 views. I will put in the description. Put this in the chat for later, so if anybody comes back to this video, they can watch it. Boop. It's about 2 minutes long, so let's see. Flying entity caught on security camera. Okay, so we have a car driving by, all right. What the fuck? All right, I think they're looping the video. Maybe not. I can't really explain what that was. I mean, for a security camera, I don't think you really mess around with it. That the starting part, it looks like, I don't know, like you see this car drive by, so it's not a reflection, because if it was a reflection from that car, oh wait, maybe it was. Because right when that car gets to the end of the corner of the video, that's when the first light shows up in the video. Like the way the security camera is, it's kind of like a bubble view, and the car starts off maybe like about in the middle. And by the time it gets to the very edge of the corner, that's when you see your first light off in the corner. Kind of, it shoots up straight, and then goes around and then for some reason there's a white. See, I don't know if they're just looping that part because it's like kind of the same thing. Like the light shoots around, blobs, and then there's a white light at the bottom of the video, or like a mess of white. Wait a minute, what was that? It cuts. This video has been edited heavily. When you're watching the first 20 seconds of it, pay attention. You go from 25 seconds, 27, and at that 28th second, you could tell that there's an edit in the video. I mean, usually people are very clever with these edits, but I mean, come on, dude. This is like anybody can notice that. Or they're too busy watching everything else and they don't see this like kind of excuse me, this like white mass on the bottom of the camera next to a bush. And if you started at 25 seconds, you could see it actually moves its position, but it's not actually moving. That's a red flag right there. Yeah, because I mean, that's editing. I mean, I know they probably had to edit it to get it into, the 2 minutes or whatever. But come on, that is complete and utter bullshit right there. Whatever this white light is, this mass at the bottom of the screen. Let's see what the rest of the video does. Now it's completely gone. See, and where these lights fly around, it like bubbles. Watch original footage. All right, show me the original footage, dude. Let's see what's going on. I about said the wrong word. All right, this is the original footage. He has what he shows, and then he shows the original. So why wouldn't he just show the original video to begin with? Oh, sorry, folks. Okay, now everything's going a lot faster. So maybe he sped down the first part. I think it would have been better if he showed the original video first and then this edited part. So I think what he did was he was elapsing time. But if you're going to do that, show the original first. Because what people are going to do, they're going to sit down and they're going to watch the video and they're going to see that shit first and they're going to go on it. They're not going to sit through the whole goddamn thing and be like, oh, you have to put the original first and then whatever point you want to get to. And I'm still not impressed. I see a bunch of small lights just darting around. And that white blob is still at the bottom of the picture. Now, I've seen lights like this before in some pictures I've taken. And the thing is they can either be bugs or something else. I don't think these would be bugs because they all seem to be the bug. Okay, then the thing just disappears. It shoots right up. See, and that you can't see it unless until you play it in the slow motion, but you can see that effect at 2 minutes to 23 seconds. The white orb or white flash or whatever that is flies straight up into the air. You could see a lot of distortion in the trees, like basically the images are just getting bent. So I don't believe it. Oh, and there's our buddy Voltix. Top comment. And everybody's questioning him. I love it. I wonder if he knows if a news organization quoted him. Find out. because he's not saying anything about the newspaper. For some reason I'm not being able to post the link, so I have to type it by hand here. There, I alerted our friend VoltXD here to see if he's aware that this newspaper quoted him, because he doesn't look like the very person that really likes to be quoted by newspapers. And I'll advise you that the comments after it get very, 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 very weird. Put my 2 cents in here. I think a big misconception there is watching this video. I kind of see what UFO Mania did. He basically he took the video, he shortened it down because there is a little bit of a wait in it, just so you can kind of see all the interesting stuff happen. But if you're going to do that, you need to show the original first, because people are just going to see that one and be like, I mean, even myself, I was looking at it and I'm like, well, shit, look at this. This is jump cutting, so it's got to be fake, right? But then he played the original video right after that. Excuse me. And it was a little bit longer, a little bit slower, but it got the point across. It didn't look as choppy. But the weird thing is still the warping effect when you see these trees of, like, you'll see the lights shoot around like this, and then you have that white orb or whatever that is in the corner, and when it shoots up, the background just kind of, it basically warps. I mean, if you ever played a video game or watched a a movie with CGI in it, like when it's kind of like the ripple effect, where like it's like a splash of water on the screen and everything kind of goes in like that. I mean, pretty sure that doesn't happen in real life. I mean, if they got it on camera, I'm pretty sure they can mess around with it. So I'm gonna call this completely fake. Kind of sorry that MUFON has to, waste their time with it, because they are actually pretty cool place of people. And some people are commenting about how about that distortion, but they're amazed by it. That doesn't happen. Well, at least not all these people are crazy. Some are actually pointing it out. Now, someone's saying that there's somebody watching on a house on the left. Okay, let's see what that's all about. I'll replay this video. A house, somebody watching on the house on the left. Okay, there goes the car. Wait a minute. Was that somebody? What do you mean by somebody watching in the house on the left? I don't see the car. I think maybe that distortion ripple, that has to be a reflection, because when the car drives by, that's like the first one. And that car takes, when you watch the original, that car takes a very long time to get out of there because you could see it from behind the bush. Now let's see if there's any other sources of light when that other distortion happens. So far, that first one has to be that car's reflection with its headlights. Still rubs me the wrong way. I don't know. I think I'm just going to call that faked. Probably best thing to do. There's more negatives than positives with that video. In fact, the more I think about it, they do look like insects in the background flying around. All right, let's see what else I could shit on. Oh, no. I hope nobody heard that. Looks like that was all I could really find. Well, I think it's something to at least talk about for a while. Maybe we can talk about that later on our podcast. Most definitely. Spooky cast. Oh, they felt so good to say. I haven't said that in a while. Spooky. Oh, it just got awkwardly quiet, didn't it? Oh, well, I've been streaming this alone for almost an hour now, so I think call it quits about 5 minutes unless somebody else pops up. But that's okay. Hey, these things take time. Still kind of starting out. I was going to do this last week, and it was actually scheduled out a little bit more better, but I have a personal medical things to take care of, and then like just kind of popped up in front of me. So I figured, hey, why not? It's a holiday, and probably everybody's probably not even home. Watch. That's all right. Well, I hope you all have fun watching this train wreck of a stream. I know I did. All right. I'll end this stream now. Be sure to check out the links on the side that I throw out here about the MUFON Ghost. And don't take my word for it. Judge it for yourself and what you think is the right answer. And with that, goodbye, Internet. Oh, it doesn't end the stream. It just okay. So if I click the button that says end stream, it brings me, instead of ending the stream, it brings me to another thing that says, would you like to end your stream? No, I want to keep the stream going because I just want it because I hit the end stream button. So that means I want to go for another goddamn hour. Are you sure you want to end your stream? Not yet. I'll click not yet. Still going. Okay, now I'll click end stream. Are you sure you want to end your stream? Not yet, or end. This is like one of those life riddles, right? There's no right or wrong answer. There's only one answer. It's a toughie. I'm going to pick end.